Hello, everyone, and welcome to the 2020 Employee Service Impact and Fullerton Difference Awards Lunch. I'm Franco, and I'll be your MC this afternoon. With a little bit of help from Sparky and Dean Squires, we'll do our best to keep you entertained during this live event.
Thanks, Franco, and glad that everybody can be with us today. First, it's great to welcome everyone to our annual awards lunch. And I want to be clear right up front. The goal for today's event is thanks and celebration, and as usual, we want to try to have some fun along the way. So, thanks to the many, many staff and faculty who enable student success, our faculty to achieve, and our staff to grow in development. It means a lot for all that everyone is doing, and never more so than now, given the times we're all currently experiencing and working through. Lunch is today also about celebration. Those who have retired, achieved a milestone in their length of service at ASU, and then we're going to recognize several individuals and teams who have earned special recognition over the year. Now, we announced those awards back in April, but we still want to publicly celebrate you again today. Now, this year, of course, the awards lunch is a little bit different. We're distributed in our offices on campus or at homes across the valley. We're not in the MU or the fitness complex all together. Nevertheless, the Service Awards, the Impact, and Fulton Difference Awards are an opportunity to recognize and celebrate your commitment and your contributions to the success of FSC and its students and faculty. Now, as usual, we always do like to try to have some fun. We have a couple of wrinkles this year with this event, and we're going to try some different things. So we're not only distributed and Zooming, but we're also using a Master of Ceremonies, Franco, whom you just met. And we should be very glad about that Franco's here to help, because otherwise, it's just me talking and talking and talking, and nobody wants that. So we're going to talk more about the order in which we'll go in just a moment. I also want to point out that at the conclusion of the event, that Franco will be giving away fabulous prizes, and I mean really fabulous. It's a highlight. Stay the course, stay with us. It's exciting. Feel it.
That is right. Thank you very much, Dean Squires. I really appreciate that. I am so excited to learn a little bit about Mr. Fulton, like how he was born in Tempe, worked in several different jobs and careers throughout his life, and carries such a profound sense of, well, gratitude, wouldn't you think? I think he would be extremely pleased to see how flexible you're being and how creative you're being with the hosting this live virtual event, for being able to interact with today's honorees, to using Grubhub, to simply delivering the catered meals.
So Franco, you're right. Yeah. IRA really is a proud supporter of the Fulton Schools and what we can achieve in the community. Now, one of the things that I think really stands out about his journey is how resilient he's been through his whole life, through how innovative he's been in terms of reinventing himself several times, creating value in just about every single thing that he's done. And I mean it, our faculty, staff, and students possess those same traits. I think it's one reason why he enjoys interacting with us so much. So you're right, no doubt he's pretty happy about us taking time to celebrate our community today in a really innovative way. So the order that we're going to go today is we're going to first recognize our retirees, then recognize the FSC staff and faculty for their years of service milestones, then on to Sun Awards, finally the Impact and Fulton Difference Awards. So let's get started. All right, we're going to start with our retirees. And it's true this year, and it's always true, especially when you look at this group that we're celebrating today. The variety and depth of what they've done is really deeply impressive. So let's actually recognize this year's retirees. Now, you can see the list of all the folks that over the past year that have retired and moved on. Joyce and Tim, and this is true for everybody on the list, but we've got, some snippets there written by their colleagues to share and give you some sense of all that they did. And again, it's impressive. Okay, so Joyce, as an example, she wrote a weekly career tip for our students over about an 8-year period from 2011 to 2019. That's hundreds and hundreds of these tips. Put our students in a position to succeed and make a difference. Tim Lindquist, retiring from the faculty in Cincy, we actually tried to count all of the students that he's taught over his career, and we couldn't. It's in the thousands, in the hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of classes. He's been vital to our teaching mission. He's been vital to accreditation. He started our online degree program in software engineering. So we want to say to everybody, not just Joyce and Tim, but everybody, we're going to miss you. And we want to wish you the best of luck and joy in your retirement. So thanks very much for all that you've done to support the Fulton Schools. And remember, it's Go Devils.
Dean Squires, quick question. Do you think these retirees will have some time for, I don't know, a football game? I know the Sun Devils opened their 2020 season at an away game against the Trojans on November 7th, correct?
They do, and I'm really happy that all of our student athletes are going to get a chance to compete. It was in some question, and now they're going to be able to do it. Season might be a little bit shorter, but it's going to be very important. And we actually have a pretty good team. We have good players, good coaching. Starts next month, as you just talked about. And you know, one thing that I learned that our retirees have decided to get together, and they're going to actually rent a motorhome, and they're going to drive to all the football games. They're actually going to road trip from Phoenix. I know this is crazy. This is crazy talk. They're going to road trip from Phoenix first to LA, and then through all the Pac-12 schools and come back to Phoenix in December when we play the U of A. Can you believe that?
I cannot. It's incredible. It is absolutely incredible.
Now, it's pretty stunning, but if anybody wants to join in that road trip, the person that organized it, he's offered to facilitate and make it all happen. It's Jim Colafellow, jim.colafellow@asu.edu. You make sure to send him an email and ask about that road trip. Does that sound good?
Sounds good.
So, let's recognize our years of service recipients, and again, congrats to our retirees. So, the way that we do it is we recognize at 5, 10, 15 years and so on, service by faculty and staff. We recognize 5 up to 15 years with a pin, 20 years and longer can choose between a gift and a pin. More importantly is, again, our thanks and gratitude. So as you're going to see here as we begin to scroll through the list, the numbers altogether are about 150 faculty and staff. So that says a lot of things. ASU is a great place to work. We have great people, you know, sticking around for years and years doing great things. So let's start with 5 years. And on the 5 years, you can see the slides and they'll scroll through. We've got 71 recipients in this case. And then one thing we're trying to figure out is when you go to 5 years and 10 years and you celebrate anniversaries, there's silver or gold or whatever is the the symbol. At 5 years, it's wood. And I'm trying to figure out what that means here, but we'll just take that for what it's worth and 5 years. But nevertheless, for our 5 years of service, faculty and staff, we want to say thank you for all that you do and looking forward to, again, many more years. Let's continue with 10 years. 10 years, congrats and thanks to everybody on this list, our faculty and staff. In this case, the symbol for 10 years is tin or aluminum. And again, I'm not sure how to weave that into an Impact on Awards lunch conversation, but there's going to be something to it, okay? Let's continue with 15 years. 15 years, you can see now we've got 25 plus recipients on this slide. Again, thank you. This is all those years of service, mostly in the Fulton Schools, but at ASU. Your item at 15 years for that anniversary is crystal, okay? Kind of cool. Next is 20 years. All of our faculty and staff who've been with us for 20 years at ASU, about 20 folks on this slide. Again, covering all of our schools, faculty and staff who perform at a high level, and again, it really makes a difference. Your symbol at 20 years is China. So maybe tonight, you go out and buy some China. I don't know, okay? Let's continue with 25 years. Now, 25 years, let's think about that. Okay, we have, in this case, 7 folks on the list. Employees with 25 or more years of service are also celebrated at the University Sun Devil Service Awards. Your item is silver, so maybe you can go, mine some silver this weekend or do something like that. What I also want to point out as we continue to go along, from 5 years now to 25 years, that journey is really incredible in terms of the way that people grow, they elevate in their position, they're doing new and different things. And we're almost to the top of the hill. Next, let's continue with 30 years. 30 years, we've got 6 on the list. I know all these faculty, and again, contributing at a high level and adding so many important contributions across Fulton Schools. 30 years, okay, and still, I would claim with a lot of tread on the tire, continuing to innovate, continuing to advance. Your symbol is pearls, okay, so go get some pearls. Let's continue with 35 years of service. 35, Mike Kozicki, C.Y. Kuo, Mike Mamluk, and Brad Rogers. Each of them making important contributions to advance our students, faculty, our research mission, and so forth. Your symbol is coral, okay? So, I don't know, maybe you're gonna go diving for coral. I'm not sure what that means. Now, if you think about it, we started at 5 years. We've gone all the way to 35 years. We've recognized an awful lot of faculty and staff. Again, it's almost about 150 people altogether. And normally, that would be, by itself, amazing. And it's meaningful to me personally that we've got, again, folks in the system performing at that level for so many years and years with a lot of range to go. This year, and I should say it was last spring, right? Because we couldn't celebrate in person last spring, we're celebrating now. We have one person in the Fulton Schools who's celebrating 40 years at ASU, and this is pretty amazing. It's Jim Colafellow, our Vice Dean of Academic and Student Affairs and Professor of Computer Science and Engineering. Not only has he been 40 years at ASU, he's been 40 years in engineering. 40 years. Now, a couple things just to set context. So, like all faculty, he started, like most faculty, I should say, he started his appointment on August 16th. So when we hire faculty and you get going in the fall semester, that's kind of your official start date. That's very normal. The year of that start date was 1979. Okay, so think back to where you were in 1979. So Jim, don't know how to break this to you, but I was in high school. Okay, so I was in high school doing whatever I was doing then. You were actually starting your journey on the faculty, okay, and all of the great things that you've done along the way, which would be too numerous to mention, but some of them include, as everybody knows, we have a freshman engineering camp. That is for all of our first-time, first-year students. We go to E2. There's been 100 some odd camps now. Jim's been to all of them, every single one. He went to 82 in a row before he broke the streak. And he broke the streak when he had to go to his son's wedding. And we did negotiate with the families to see if they could move the date. We got some really angry email from the bride's family. It was really uncomfortable for me. So we let him go. He's only missed that one. He got back right away. He's been to all of them. So that by itself is amazing. He opens convocation by placing the ceremonial lightsaber on the stage. He's very consistent. Those of you who work closely with Jim, and there are many, he's very consistent in what he does. Daily sack lunches, the 2 p.m. Diet Coke, teaching popular courses. He's very versatile. So this is awesome. Now, what we've also done, we have some special guests with us today who would like to join in on recognizing Jim.
Hi, Jim. It's Pat. Surprise. Some of your coworkers reached out to me to say something about you teaching 40 years at ASU. I'm going to give them credit. It's Cher and Elizabeth Cross reached out to me, so thank you for doing that and letting me be a little bit of a part of this celebration for Jim. 40 years. We've been married 40 years this year, so 40 is kind of a theme for the Colafellows right now. Jim, you're a wonderful teacher. The kids and I are super proud of all the work that you have done at ASU and continue to do. I think teachers change the world one student at a time, and you've had many, many, many students. So, look at all the good work that you've been doing. I was thinking about, what I could say and, maybe some of the reasons why I think you're such a good teacher. You are a good listener. You like to solve problems. You get things done. You connect with the people that you're working with. Those connections that you make are so important. And I think you make it fun for everyone. So congratulations on 40 years at teaching at ASU. So that's all I had to say. Thank you.
So let's invite Jim to join us live.
Wow. What a surprise. I did not expect that. I was hoping that 40 was just going to kind of slip by, but a great big thank you to all of you. It's been a wonderful ride, and I'm looking forward to another 15 or 20 years with everybody here. Thank you. Go Devils.
So Jim, you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
So, the 40 years is awesome, and we can talk a little bit about that, but I got to ask about that motorhome for the football games you're going to drive to. Can you talk about that?
Yeah, well, thank you very much for that one, Kyle. Let's add that as another one of my duties as assigned, but actually that does sound like a blast.
So thanks. And I was thinking about this on the drive over, that, to sort of set, you in context with respect to the Fulton Schools. And I know not everybody follows football, but I think a lot of people, they know who Larry Fitzgerald is, right? He's the receiver for the Cardinals. And actually, Larry and Jim have a lot in common. Larry's also had his entire career with the same organization, right? Same as with Jim. And it's kind of interesting because, Larry Fitzgerald, he's actually a great football player, right? Always catches the pass for the first down. He's always in the right spot. He's just always there, always performing at a high level year after year after year. And so, Jim, I was actually thinking to say that, you're the Larry Fitzgerald of the Fulton Schools. But actually what we're going to do is we're going to go to the Cardinals and tell them, actually, they have to start saying Larry Fitzgerald is the Jim Colafellow of the Arizona Cardinals. What do you think about that? Yes?
I'm sure they'll jump right on that.
They'll jump right on it. So thanks again for joining us, Jim. Congrats on 40 years of service. There's still a lot of runway ahead, and we're looking forward to it.
Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you.
All right. Pause. I'd like to next pause here and take a couple moments to remember two of our staff that we lost this year, Carly Green and Ed Hall. Now, Carly's battle with cancer ended in September after we had known and worked with her for nearly a decade. Carly's work was important, affected nearly every student and faculty member in the Fulton Schools, but we knew her for more than that. We knew her for a good cheer and, of course, her fantastic baking skills. She was a great friend, and she was an excellent member of our Fulton family. So we're joined by Jeremy Helm and Nikki Sanchez, who recorded some comments, and we'll play those next to reflect on Carly's life.
Today, we remember Carly Green, an extraordinary colleague and a wonderful friend. Everyone who had the privilege of working with her always found Carly a pleasure to collaborate with. Carly's journey at Arizona State University began in 2006, working in the Graduate College and in the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences. In 2011, Carly joined us here in the Fulton Schools in Academic and Student Affairs. Carly was a valuable asset to our team, and she will be remembered with great appreciation and affection. From her phenomenal baking of pastries and confections to her quick wit and never-ending problem-solving abilities, we will always remember her for her extraordinary strength and character. Carly is deeply missed, but we keep her memory alive with love in our hearts forever. Thank you.
As you know, our extraordinary colleague and wonderful friend, Carly Green, passed away on September 5th. Carly's journey began at ASU in 2006. As you know, our extraordinary colleague and wonderful friend, Carly Green, passed away on September 5th. Carly's journey began at ASU in 2006. She worked for the Graduate College, the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences, and in 2011, Carly joined ASA at the best college, the Ira A. Fulton Schools of Engineering. Carly served as a great example to us all, personally and professionally. Her commitment, investment, effort, and unyielding work ethic was evident in all she did. She earned numerous Sun Awards, completed the Supervisor Development Program, volunteered regularly at Fulton and college-wide events. She served on hiring committees, supported advisors across the university. She improved many processes and overall impacted our Fulton family's work. Carly was accomplished, but also a really good friend to many of you. You felt her friendship when she gifted you her homemade baked sweets, chatted you up about books, recipes, movies, TV, sports, crafting ideas, had lunch or hot tea with you. She showed her friendship and love to you through her personality and connection. She touched many of us. She added charm, spice, and cupcakes to our lives, and she will be deeply missed.
So, thank you, Jeremy and Nikki, so much for those remarks. So, Ed Hall, Ed's contributions to the Fulton Schools helped us to take the risks that you have to take that shaped us to be the leading research institution we are today. He served as our Associate Dean for Research in the early 2000s, came back again in that position as interim in 2011. Ed was skilled at leveraging his long history of successful university-industry alliances in management of research infrastructure. He loved the other projects as assigned sort of bucket, and he was incredibly committed to ASU and our success. So we're today joined by the director of our ECEE school, Steve Phillips, and one of our faculty, Seifi Kiai, who have some remarks to pass along about Ed.
I'm Stephen Phillips, Director of the School of Electrical, Computer, and Energy Engineering. We are saddened by the passing of Ed Hall, longtime contributor to the Fulton Schools of Engineering. Ed joined Fulton after a career at Motorola and brought a strong planning and management background with an industry perspective. During his many years with ASU, he was instrumental in driving efforts in faculty hiring planning tied to research growth areas, managing and investing in physical research infrastructure for the Fulton Schools, directing the ASU Nandem Fabrication Facility, and advising several deans about leadership and management. More recently, Ed worked with me and the staff of the School of Electrical, Computer, and Energy Engineering, assisting with our information technology, laboratory infrastructure, safety, and planning needs. I'm personally grateful for his many contributions, and I will miss his kind but firm guidance.
Hello, I am Seifi Kiai, professor at the School of Electrical, Computer, and Energy Engineering at ASU. I and many of us at ASU who worked with Ed are very saddened by the passing of my good friend Ed Hall. Ed and I had a parallel career path, and we both worked together at Motorola before joining ASU. Ed was Associate Dean for Research from 2004 to 2008 at the IRA Fulton Schools of Engineering, and I followed him and became the Associate Dean after Ed. And it was a tough role to fill in his shoes, as he had done a tremendous job as the Associate Dean during the 4 years. Ed was a mentor to me. He was a good friend and a good advisor. He assisted me in many projects. And anytime I was dealing with complex issues, we would go and hide in a coffee shop and talk it over. Ed has been an irreplaceable member of our leadership team at ASU, and we will all miss him. Dear Carol, Heather, and his family, my sincere condolences, and wish you all the best.
So thank you, Steve and Seifi, very much for those remarks. We're always reminded when someone passes how important are the people we work with. We work together, we have fun, we commiserate, and those experiences of success and failure are shared. So I want to thank everybody for taking time to acknowledge the impact Carly and Ed had on the Fulton Schools, and for allowing us to recognize each other as friends and coworkers. So I'd like to ask everyone, please join me in a moment of silence in their memory before we move to the Sun Awards. Thank you. Thank you so much. So next, I'd like to talk about Sun Awards. It's Sun serving university needs. What makes this program, I think, unique and special? It's peer recognition. Anybody can give a Sun Award at any time. celebrate excellent service, going above and beyond, just because. You can also include their supervisor or manager in the notification. And we should keep in mind that every day there's an opportunity for us to make a difference. We don't always know what that one thing someone did, what it meant to the person receiving their work. So the Sun Award program allows us to recognize your peers across the university at any time. So this past year, there were 300 Fulton engineering employees receiving a Sun Award. 300, that's awesome. We needed 3 slides to present all their names. We'll show those next. And as you see all of those folks recognized with these Sun Awards, you know, what were the categories, right? Great service, leadership, innovation, social embeddedness, simply pride in the Sun Devils, supporting student success, sustainability, valuing diversity, you name it. It's a category you can define any way you want, and it's one form of paying it forward. So we always want to encourage everybody to do that. Now, every year what we also do, we take 5 names randomly drawn from that pool of Sun Award recipients to receive a special gift. So now let's get a drum roll going to see who those 5 lucky winners are. Suspense. And congrats to Jennifer, Jesus, Borgu, Megan, and Amanda. Your surprise gift will be shipped to you in the coming days. Again, thanks for all that you do, and congrats on that service.
Inspires. Quick question. Where are you? I mean to ask, where are you right now? I thought we were staying close to the buildings and locations that are important to ASU and Fulton Schools.
So I've been around the campus, right? I started in the football stadium, and now, you know, being socially distanced, I'm being very careful. But I'm actually at one of ASU's hidden gems. And this is actually a place that I think a lot of people haven't checked out, and you should. It's near the ISTB4 building on the Tempe campus. It's called Heir Apparent, and it connects visitors with celestial movements of planets, stars, and galaxies. The placement's not an accident, as a lot of the faculty and staff in ISTB4 do design instruments that enable scientific exploration of other worlds.
You know, I've heard all about that. Did you know that James Turrell began working on it in, I think it was 1979?
So that's amazing. And it's another connection to the Fulton Schools, because 1979, we just talked about that. That's the same year Jim Colafellow joined ASU. Crazy, right? And I, by the way, never thought I'd hear Fleetwood Mac at a Fulton Schools impact lunch, but I like that. It's also a marvel of construction. The ceiling plane seems to basically float above the space, but it's 32,000 pounds of 1/4-inch thick steel plate. It's supported by a hidden framework of structural steel members, and at the center of that ceiling plane's an opening, 15-foot square opening that basically frames the sky. So, speaking of stars, let's move on to our Impact and Fulton Difference Award winners. So, now we've got a series of these awards. We're going to talk about each one of them as we go. We're also going to celebrate all the nominees. The nominees for the Impact and Fulton Difference Awards represent the highest achievers among us. We have a lot of terrific staff. These awards recognize really outstanding performance over the past year. The way it works, the awards committee, they review the submissions against criteria to select that person or team that best represents the spirit of each award. So we're going to start with the Impact Award for Innovation. And again, first of all, congratulations to all the nominees. These are all individuals performing at a high level. The Impact Award for Innovation recognizes an individual who's been instrumental in the development of new ideas or processes that add value to the unit and or the schools. This year's recipient, as we know, but it's Brian Eisentraut from SIDSI, and we want to say congrats again to Brian. Way to go. All right, there we go, yes. I didn't tell everybody we have a very enthusiastic studio audience that's just like fired up. All right, next is our Impact Award for Mentoring. And again, you can see the nominees on the screen. Congratulations to that group. To be nominated, I think, is in fact significant. The Impact Award for Mentoring recognizes an individual who provides guidance and support. They're a source of encouragement and momentum for continued learning and service. They're committed to helping others achieve a sense of satisfaction and growth. This year's recipient, Tamara Cameron from SBHSC. Congrats, Tamara. Totally fired up audience again. This is awesome. So the next award is our Impact Award for Performance. And again, you can see the nominees on the screen, and I want to say congratulations to each and every one of them. The Impact Award for Performance That's an award that recognizes an individual who has distinguished himself or herself through their outstanding contributions and performance in support of the unit or the school's academic, administrative, and or research efforts. This year's recipient, Megan Vaughn from TPS. Congratulations, Megan. The live studio audience, they clap in the same way every time. It's amazing. So the next is the Impact Award for Achievement. And again, the nominees on the screen. Congratulations to each of those. The Impact Award for Achievement recognizes an achievement and the honor that it reflects back on the Ira A. Fulton Schools of Engineering. It's a willingness to take the initiative, propose creative problem-solving ideas, and then seeing that all the way through completion. It's an important part of success within Fulton Engineering. This year's recipient, Coley trumpeter from SITSI. Congratulations, Coley. Next is our Impact Award for Customer Service. And again, you can see all the nominees on the screen, and congratulations to all of them. So the Impact Award for Customer Service, that recognizes an individual who consistently exceeds expectations while providing value-added service to external and internal customers, providing the highest quality of service in a timely manner, while also demonstrating positive attitude and depth of knowledge. This year's recipient, Snow Cluspies from ECE. Congratulations, Snow. Awesome. Next is our Impact Award for Teamwork. And again, you can see the nominees and the variety and diversity in these teams and what they do. It really is impressive. So congratulations to all of them. The Impact Award for Teamwork recognizes a group who, through their teamwork, together has imagined and implemented an exceptional accomplishment for the benefit of their unit or the Fulton Schools. These teams typically distinguish themselves by positive interactions, their willingness to work together for the group outcome, and the communication with one another. This year's recipient is the Freshman Academic Success Team from TPS. FAST includes Denise Odom, Elena Collerone, Mandy James, and Lindsay Morris. Congratulations. Awesome. Okay, we're almost through it. Next, 2 more to go. And this is our Fulton Difference Award. And again, the nominees on the screen, and congratulations to that group. So the Fulton Difference Award honors a supervisory staff member. And it's through their dedication, ingenuity, conscientious performance, has had a significant impact on his or her employees as well as the university. This year's recipient, Daniel Ramirez Escobedo from ASA. Congratulations, Daniel. Now, we've added an award to this event, and it will be a key part of what we continue to advance moving forward. And it is our Diversity and Inclusion Award. The award recognizes individuals or teams that demonstrate commitment to creating and fostering a diverse and inclusive environment. These examples could be a new initiative or experience that advances inclusion at a unit, school, or college level, could be creating partnerships with community organizations that are committed to diversity and inclusion, conducting research that impacts the academic field of diversity and inclusion. And what we're going to do is each year, we will seek nominations and recognize the inclusive leaders in the FSE community. What we wanted to do was inaugurate and really put some momentum and kick that award off by recognizing the inaugural Diversity and Inclusion Award chosen for recipient is actually Ann McKenna. Ann is the chosen recipient for her commitment to fostering an FSE community that is welcoming and inclusive. Through her leadership on the DII at FSE Task Force, Ann has been integral to bringing faculty and staff across FSE together to identify areas for growth and improvement within the community. That leadership exemplifies the spirit of this award. Ann, a surprise, anything you'd like to add to the festivities?
Well, thank you very much. I don't know if you heard that. It was Marcia coming into my office to give me this plaque, which is a beautiful plaque. Well, first, thank you very much for this recognition. I really appreciate it. But what I'd also like to say is, first of all, that this is going to be something that's moving forward in the Fulton Schools of Engineering. There is incredible work that's going on already. And so to the extent that we can spotlight and highlight the fantastic commitment we have to diversity and inclusion and to continue to advance that is really exciting. And I'm glad to be working with so many great people who have a passion and commitment to this really important work that we're doing. So thank you very much and look forward to continuing to work with everyone.
Thanks, Ann. Thanks so much. And congratulations again to Ann, to everybody. You get a sense, right? You know, a lot of connections to these folks who we've recognized today. A lot of the nominees themselves are terrific and awesome. And it just goes to show, you know, the great levels of performance that are happening across the schools. It is a pleasure to be able to recognize those. So that concludes that part. What we're going to do next, we'll be right back with door prizes, fabulous prizes. It's coming, including Franco and Sparky.
All right, everybody, welcome back. Now, before we go any further, I need everybody to do me a huge favor. We're about to do door prizes, but before we can do that, everyone has to turn their cameras on. So we're going to wait just a couple seconds. Walk over to your cameras. All right, make sure you move your mouse around. Okay, you can see me? Can you see me? How many fingers am I holding up? If you know, you're on camera. If you're not, let's get back on camera. What do you guys say? And all right, everybody back? Let's keep this momentum going and give away some door prizes. Are you ready, Sparky? Yeah, Sparky's ready. Okay, now before we begin, I would like to mention that all of these prizes were generously donated from all around the valley, and this is a live raffle. Let's get going. First prize, Chompy's gift card, 1 dozen bagels and 1 pound of cream cheese. That's incredible. $16 value. The lucky winner is Alicia Steers. Good job, Alicia. Okay. We're going to keep right along going. Next, an AMC movie pass valued at $20, which means one of you can go to the movies with this pass. The lucky winner is Kristen Gassi. Am I saying that correctly? All right, great job. Now, before I go any further, I want to first just apologize if I do mess up your name. My last name is pretty hard to pronounce too, so if I do, that's on me, but let's keep things going. Okay, next is the Hall of Fame Museum of Firefighting, two free admission passes valued at $20. Lucky winner is Farah Usman. Good job, Farah. That's going to be an interesting Farah. You're going to like it. You're going to like it, I promise. Okay, next, Joe's Barbecue, place that I love to go, that you love to go. Liberty Market, Joe's Farm, in Gilbert, gift card valued at $25. Lucky winner is Christina Hernandez. Christina, good job. Good job, Christina. Sparky's excited for that one. He loves Joe's Barbecue. Okay, next, another Chompy's gift card. 1 dozen bagels, 1 pound of cream cheese, a whole lot of regret, $16 value. The lucky winner is Tim Rooney. Tim, great job, Tim. All right, let's keep things going. Next, Arizona Cardinals logo, ball cap, and t-shirt valued at $30. This is a good one, guys. Lucky winner is Gene Ondino. Did I say that right, Gene? I hope so. Good job. Congratulations. All right, next, again, the best. Joe's Real Barbecue, Liberty Market, and Joe's Farm. Grill Gilbert gift card valued at $25. Lucky winner is Avi Visal. Avi? Okay, next up. This is a $28 gift card, 2 free lunch buffets to a beautiful Italian restaurant. The winner is, now let me just stop for a second. The winner of this Italian restaurant, the appetizers and the bread that they serve you at the table is incredible. It's amazing. You're gonna love it. I kind of wish that I had this one. Maybe I should skip to the end. Maybe I should Nah, let's just give it to you. Lucky winner is Kaylee Graham. Kaylee, good job. Okay, next up, Waldo's Barbecue and Catering gift certificate valued at $30. The winner is Regina Gutierrez. Good job, Gina. Okay, let's see. Next up, Grubhub gift card valued at $40. Lucky winner of the Grubhub gift card is Lauren DeLuna. Lauren, good job. Good job, Lauren. Okay, we're starting to move up, getting into the good stuff. Next up is Durant Steakhouse gift card, valued for lunch or dinner, depending, $50 value. Lucky winner is Nathan Denow. Good job, Nathan. Okay, let's keep things moving. Another Grubhub gift card. This is a good one, $40. The winner is Jamie Colburn. Jamie, good job. Okay, next up is Chandler Center for the Arts. 2 tickets valued at $76. We are moving up there. The winner is Elizabeth Tripudi. Sorry if I said that wrong, but great job anyway. Great job. Okay, next up, Rustler's Roost gift certificate for dinner valued at $50. The winner is Alan Short. Alan, great job. Great job, Alan. Okay, here we go. Grubhub gift card valued at $40. Lucky winner is Donna Duncan. Donna, good job. Okay, Sparky, you're gonna love this one. Next up, Sun Devil Auto gift basket valued at $125. Joseph Wong. Joseph. Great job, Joseph. Okay, next up, Coley Equestrian Center gift certificate for a group horseback ride for 2, valued at $130. The lucky winner is, and I pronounced my name, I apologize again, Azuna Kavak. Did I say that right? If I didn't, great job anyway. Okay, next up, Residence Inn by Marriott, Tempe, 1-night weekend stay, valued at $200, guys. Lucky winner is Rebecca Montez. Rebecca, great job. Great job. Enjoy that one. Okay, here we go. Next up, Embassy Suites, Tempe by Hilton, 2-night weekend stay, valued at $260. This is a good one. Lucky winner, Catherine Taylor. Catherine, good job. Okay, this is it. Our last prize, the grand prize, the Marriott Resort Phoenix Tempe Buttes, 2 nights, stay valued at $500. The lucky winner is Stacy Shields. Stacy. Great job, Stacy. Great job. Great job. Congratulations to all those who won those fabulous prizes, and thank you so much for all the sponsors for donating them. We are so grateful. We are so just excited for that. Now, before I move any further, I know we have a Spirit Award, right? Are we at the Spirit Award yet? Because I know that we wanted to jump into a Spirit Award. So everybody was asked to kind of dress up to kind of get into the spirit of this moment, right? Let's cue the ASU fight song. Sparky, can we do that? Can we cue the ASU fight song? All right, everyone. The Spirit Award goes to Cher Stevens. Cher, congratulations. Congratulations, Cher. All right, everybody, we're going to go ahead and send this back over to Dean. Dean, can you come back up here for a second?
Sure.
We'd like that. Come back up here and I'll just say a couple words to everybody and just thank them for coming.
So the jacket arrived late. It was being dry cleaned, just how it happens. Let me again say thanks to all for all that you do, for all that you continue to advance, especially in these crazy times that we find ourselves within. And a couple of reminders up on the screen. So make sure that you, for those that want a prize, they'll be shipped to you within the next week. Please email Gail Johns your shipping address. And with that, again, any final words, which would be to value all that you do, continue to network with peers, continue to pay it forward. That is, there's opportunities to nominate your peers, those that you work with, for awards, and continue to advance the great work of the Fulton Schools. Grateful for everybody's help. Want to thank very much our event staff for all that they did pulling this together. Elizabeth, Gail, you can see the list of names there. It would not have happened without them. Okay, I'd be wandering around a parking lot and I don't know what would be going on if we didn't have them pulling that load. So thanks to everybody, much appreciated. And with that, see you next year.